So here we have a duct leakage to outdoors test, and we're starting out in the depressurization mode. So we're depressurizing the ducts, meaning we're blowing air out of the ducts. And this simulator that we have here is meant to represent outdoors. So we're inside the house. This is the front door of the house. We have a blower door installed in the front door. We're also depressurizing the house. So air being blown out of the ducts, air being blown out of the house. Okay, so there is two leaks in this duct system. This leak, which is the duct leakage to indoors where we are, and this leak, which is now connected to this box, which is the duct leakage to outdoors. So roughly half the leaks are to outdoors and half the leaks are not. So we're going to show you how to neutralize those. So the first thing we'll do is we'll just do a test, a regular test of the leakage, as we did before, of the total duct leakage. So we'll be measuring outdoors and back into the house, both together. So again, we're on our mid-range here. You'll set pressure 2.5, enter. And we're going to press our at key here. At 25. So we're basically 160 CFM total. That's exactly what we had before, okay? So just because we've differentiated between duct leaks to indoors and duct leaks to outdoors, the duct leaks from the ducts are exactly the same. Before we didn't know where they were going. Now at least visually know where they're going, and we're going to try and measure it. What this gauge is doing over here is acting as a neutralizing gauge in order to eliminate the duct leakage back into the house. So if we are able to pressurize the house, or in this case depressurize the house to the same pressure that we're experiencing inside the ducts, the leakage to outdoors, as shown on page 7, the leakage to outdoors is going to be, the leakage to indoors is going to be eliminated, and we'll only be measuring the leakage to outdoors. So let's see how that would work exactly. In terms of hookup, we have to hook it up according to this diagram, and it shows the red tube that's coming, that normally goes to the blower door gauge, is actually hooked up to a T, which should be supplied in your kit. And if it's not, you can simply cut some pieces of red tube, put a T in between them, hook this red tube up into this T, and attach both of these tubes to the individual gauges. We put the red one on here, put the red one on there, and we're ready to go. So now what we're going to do is to pressurize the house to 25 pascals, and then we're going to turn on the duct tester and see how much the leakage has dropped from 160 CFM. So we go set pressure 2.5, enter. And we have our house set at 25 pascals. The fan that we're using here, incidentally, is the Retrotec 3000 series, and it's a very quiet fan, very powerful fan, and so on, ideal for this type of testing. Over here, we want to set the pressure to 25 pascals, and because we already know from testing this already that it requires a very small amount of speed, what we're going to do is to go set speed 3%, enter, and we'll see what we get. We have a result right away, and it says 66 CFM at 25 pascals. Now these two pressures are not exactly evened up, so we're going to drop this one down a little bit by hitting jog, just dropping that down a little tiny bit. So that the pressure here is almost the same as the pressure over there. There we go, we're at 25 pascals. The flow rate that's leaking out of the ducts right now is all leakage to indoors. The outdoor leakage has been neutralized, and it's dropped from 160 down to only 60 CFM. So that's been the result. You'll notice as soon as we turn this fan off that this duct leakage rockets right up. It's going really slow, so it's not all that accurate, but if we go set pressure 25, notice that it goes right back up to 160 CFM. So that is duct leakage to outdoors under depressurization. Now we're going to show you duct leakage to outdoors under pressurization. It's important that we turn both the duct tester around and the blower door around, so we're pressurizing the ducts and pressurizing the house. So I'll get that set up and I'll be right back with you.